Yeah, money, 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 money. Ain't that funny? I got haters. Yeah, they watching, but I know they love me. Money, 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 money. Ain't that funny? I got haters. Yeah, they watching, but I know they love me. Riding around the city, plastic cup of C-Rock. Bigger and I'm blacker. I am.
And we're back with the Hip Hop Advocate Show. Chilling with my mans over there, you know what I'm saying?
U-Goboy.
Yeah, U-Goboy. Looking like boy. Looking like he DC character.
I like it.
In the alleyway, ready to mug something.
Ready to snatch a purse.
Me and Batman, we about to shoot this fade.
Oh,
yeah. So we were about to get into you have your own platform, your own podcast, and we wanted the viewers to know what goes down over there.
Oh man, the U-Goboy Podcast. I'm rocking one of the shirts. This is me. Shout out to Dan DeCarlo. He did my logo.
Check it out. Ooh,
so
official.
We got the kid me, and there's a grown me too. I had that one on the Bruce Wayne video. Had that one on. So, unfiltered, authentic conversations. That's what the U-Goboy Podcast is all about. I was doing the bass podcast with my brothers from Penn State for about 2 years, and I just had this dream and had this like idea and this urge to be like, I'm always gonna do the one with my brothers. I'm never gonna leave them. It's not like Jackson 5. You know what I mean? Like those are my guys.
You took from that though.
Yeah,
you
but
took
I was
from that, learned from that.
But I was just like, what would my own even look like? I was still getting the idea together before I did it. So I spent about a year or two just putting together the stuff I'd want in it. And then I found a place to do it because originally I was going to do it out the crib. I was like, I don't want to do that. I want the studio. I want it to feel
studio feel like especially when you have people over. Like,
facts.
You want that.
I wanted to have the look of like a talk show of like a professional setup, you know. And I'd watch a whole bunch of different ones. I'd watch like Joe Budden and No Jumper and Fresh and Fit. I'd watch all these dudes with these shows, and I'm just like, mine has to look like that. It's got to have the look. Yeah. So I was very blessed and fortunate. I found Bravery Studios in Garfield, New Jersey. Shout out to my girl D. She does the Under Review podcast. She's related to one of my homies from St. Benedict's, my boy Ivory. And she brought me on as a guest 3 times. And by the 3rd time, I was like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it here. I'm doing it here. So shout out to Marv Perdomo. He's the owner of the space.
So what's the thing with the belt?
The belt? You want to know about the belt?
Yeah. What is it like? Because when I was watching the A1, you like forgot to pull it out.
True. And
then you pull it out of the last one. But what is it with the belt? You pull it out every episode.
Absolutely. So we talked about this off camera. I'm a huge wrestling fan. I mean, Bret Hart's the GOAT.
Sharpshooter.
Sting is the GOAT. Ric Flair's the GOAT. CM Punk's the GOAT. Triple H is the GOAT. A lot of GOATs. Macho Man, Undertaker's up there. Ultimate Warrior, that's my brother's guy. He loves Ultimate Warrior. Razor Ramon, rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I used to love Razor Ramon, but I found out he wasn't really Cuban.
Yeah, he did.
That shit fucked me
up. That was a whole act, bro.
Yeah, I ain't know. He was just like a regular
white dude.
That shit fucked me up.
His name's Scott.
That's where the belt. But that's where the belt comes in.
No, the belt comes from my love of wrestling, my affinity of wrestling. I still watch wrestling to this day. I love the old school stuff. I love the new school stuff. So I mean, and I knew that. All right, once I get my show, I gotta have the belt. And every time I have a guest, the picture we use as the thumbnail is them with the belt, or me with the belt, or us with the belt. With the belts, we got several belts now. We're working on a 3rd. So, but yeah, my love of wrestling is where the belt came from.
You should check out that music's cousin, Johnny Santos, man.
Is he a wrestler?
Yeah, he's wrestling.
Yeah,
nice.
He be going in.
Man.
He has a special move. So he's from Washington Heights. So you know it's a lot of Dominicans there, right?
Yeah.
So his special move before he does it, he goes like, "You're," and the crowd knows he's about to get busy.
I like it.
Yeah,
Is he on the independent scene?
He's on the independent scene.
Yeah, heavy.
He's all over.
Heavy on.
He'll be in PA. He'll be in Brooklyn. He travels like crazy. He be telling me about it.
I absolutely want to have him on the Ugoboy podcast.
We'll
man.
On
camera.
Make that happen, man.
I've had a wrestler on there. My boy Dave Sturcio from Chop Sports Media. He's a retired wrestler, but now he's an in-ring announcer now. So, and he was telling me about like the concussions and life outs and the torn ACLs and all that stuff. Like
real.
the injuries is real.
Yeah,
I'm sure your
like,
cousin
they-
can attest to that.
They
The
talk
injuries
about
are real.
football players, but wrestlers, man,
Anyone who says it's fake,
fuck that.
I don't think they never did it.
Yeah, you
They
can't
never
hit.
did it.
You can't hit a fucking ground and
That hard 6
and
nights,
not have
7
any
nights a
after
week.
effect.
Yeah. So, but I love wrestling. My love of wrestling is with the belts. They're plural now. We got 2 now. Working on a 3rd. So yeah, that's where the belts came from.
Official.
Yeah, man. So go check that out, man. Ugoboy Podcast. It's Ugoboy Podcast.
The
right?
U-Goboy Podcast.
That's an easy way to find it.
We are. It's on. First of all, it's on my YouTube channel, U-Goboy or Ugoboy88, all one word on YouTube.
Who's some of the guests you had on there? You had I saw another one. You had this dude from the Wizards.
Oh, yes.
But not the Wizards.
Not the basketball
Not the
Wizards.
Washington Wizards. Yeah.
The Harlem Wizards.
The Harlem
I mean,
Wizards.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we had Broadway.
That one
Eric
was good.
Broadway
That was a good
Jones.
episode.
That was one of my favorite episodes. We can segue into the Wizards talk too if you want afterward. But we had Eric Broadway Jones. We had, of course, A1, the GOAT, who was on there. I've had 2 sports talk episodes with my main man Mongo. That Mongo belongs on ESPN. I'm very fortunate. He's a friend of mine, and he could do circles around Stephen A. Smith or any of those dudes. He knows his sports stuff. So when I do sports talk once a month, I bring Mongo on and we get busy. You know, talking about football, basketball, wrestling, baseball. We're both Yankee fans. So I do sports talk on there, and we do the unfiltered conversations. And I got a lot of guests. You guys are going to be on there next week. I got an R&B singer coming up. I got I got a lot of people coming up in the next couple months because the show's blowing up and everybody wants to be on there.
Bro.
That's
Keep
what's
building.
up.
Yeah, for sure.
Keep building it.
And we're on the same mission, so it makes sense for us to be hand in hand, promoting each other's stuff and being on each other's platforms.
Absolutely. I mean, there's enough room for everybody.
Facts.
And I feel like a lot of people who have insecurities about themselves or whatever, they feel threatened, when they come into a studio or they meet somebody who might be further along in the journey or might have something that they're looking for. And it's just like, and my thing is, I don't look at it like that. I look at it like I'm after something, and once I recognize that other people are also going after it and they have the same drive and the ambition and the clear purpose, that I want to be around those type of people.
Yep.
I'm not like repelled. I'm attracted to those.
That's
those
that
type of
positive
folks.
It's inspiring,
energy.
too.
That's that positive
Facts.
energy,
Absolutely.
man.
Absolutely.
That's that energy.
Yeah, that's that positive energy. Man. That's that you saying you receive what you give out.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and that's a beautiful thing. And then when we met you on with A1, man, it was all love.
Yeah.
It was all
Yeah,
love.
it was.
Yeah,
all love.
yeah, y'all was rolling deep. It was 3 dudes in there. My man had the matching yellow fit. I remember you had the kicks.
Oh yeah.
Niggas probably thought I was king when I walked in that room, but
Nah, I didn't.
straight neutral, baby.
But that doesn't happen with like the hip hop rap scene. There's too much ego.
No,
And people are like I'm too good for
Yeah,
that.
You know what's funny?
yeah.
We were talking about this on the Bass Podcast, the other show. Shout out to my Bass brothers. The first tap in I went to, I think it was earlier this year or last year. The energy was completely different than the one where I met you guys. That's the second tap in I did. The first one I did, it was real hip. It was real Hollywood. Dudes brought
that shit's whack. That
dudes
shit's
brought their
corny,
whole
man.
entourages, their girls or whatever. They was smoking weed. They brought drink, and they was just staying in their own pods in their own areas, not really
that
mixing
shit's
and,
whack,
and
man.
interacting. I'm just like, come on, man. There's no need for that.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
why. Like, one thing about if you're gonna, especially in today's age, you got to network.
Facts.
And part of networking is meeting people, talking to people, and promoting what you're doing. And the way you're gonna do that is by talking about it, not by standing in the corner. And
Young motherfuckers don't know how to talk to people. They don't know how
Yeah, that's true. That's
That's the
true too.
thing.
They
I
don't
don't
have-
get
they don't know how to have a conversation.
Yeah, a lot of people lack soft skills. Soft skills is not a normal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like actually being able to hold a conversation. Like I have a degree in communications, but I was drawn to it because I don't mind talking to people. I don't mind meeting, like at the bus station. I'm in line, even if I'm having a shitty day. Like, hey, today sucks, right? This line's long. And we're just sparking a conversation, and you never know. The person you're in line with is just like, I've been waiting for somebody to talk to like this whole time. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
that
So-
too cool for school mentality.
It's
That
whack.
shit,
It's
that
played
shit
out.
is real
I hate
corny,
that
man.
shit.
I don't like going to places. It's like I'm very open minded. Like you could put me in any kind of environment, and I'm a fucking strike a conversation with anybody.
Facts.
Just to pass the
Even
time.
with
Yeah, you were the
lady.
first person I talked to in the crew. You were definitely the first one.
that's-
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's-
you know, I'm about yo. Why you know, I like to, you know, for a living. I've always worked in customer service, so it's like you can't run away from it. You got to run to
You
it.
have to.
You got
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
So like that's my mentality always anywhere I'm at.
Facts.
Talk to people, like see what the fuck they're there for, what they need, what you know, like, what we
doing?
here,
What we
you
doing?
know?
What we doing?
Yeah,
What we doing?
That's my whole fucking.
You would be a great Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, nah, I don't know. Yo, you want to laugh? They came to my door the other day, like 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh, we haven't been around because of COVID. And I was like, damn, I got some shit in the kitchen running, like just like that, straight up. I got some shit going on in the kitchen right now. And I got my kids. My wife is out. I'm not around. I was like, they gave me a little pamphlet and all that. I was out. I was like,
I
I'm
left
sorry.
the refrigerator's running. The refrigerator's running.
I was like, yo, I respect what y'all doing, but I'm not really big in the whole religious shit. I was like, I'm like this, like straight talking like that. He's like, all right, it's all right. It's all right. Here you go. Would you mind looking into it before, you know, later on? I was like, yeah,
High
give me what you
tower,
got.
I think it's called.
But they ain't coming back to my door. I'll tell you that much. They won't be back.
Yeah, they'll be back this Sunday. They're relentless.
They're watching this. They're watching this. So.
Yeah, they're relentless. Yo, speaking of being relentless, man.
Is it?
I think
You gonna
Is
say
it
what I
about that
think you're gonna
time? Is it about that time?
I think it's about that
You
time.
know what's
man.
going down? You know what's going down?
I have an idea. I've watched the show.
Ooh,
Might have to take off that jacket. Might get hot in here.
might get steamy.
Yeah, you're looking fresh with it. So
You might fog up those glasses, baby.
I'll keep the shades on. I'll keep the shades on.
yo, you ready, brother?
Of course, man. Of course.
Yo,
of course.
do it. That time, showing proof style.
Uh.
Go boy.
Yatzee.
Let's get right to it. Don't ask about the checks, dog. I just do it. Yeah, I'm Flash Gordon, Jeff Gordon. I'm in that all-black Viper, Randy Orton. Yeah, I'm undefeated, undisputed. Shawn Michaels, your girl give me that sweet chin music. Where's my competition? I dominate competitors. And I'm talking spicy like my daddy was a senator. I'ma need some interest, pay me like a creditor. Or we could hold court like it's Agassi and Federer. A lot of broke rappers, that salary flat. I'm checking on these niggas like where your salary at? I'm a sure thing, you're a matter of fact. And stop lying about your money, dog, that's salary cap. I got Bruce Wayne problems, Clark Kent issues. Niggas blowing whistles, but they are not official. I be checking crypto, y'all be checking prices. And I don't need bars, I got a liquor license. Half the people love it, half the people hate it. Niggas pulling cards, they not even vaccinated. I'm underrated and overrated, that's understated. I'm getting podcast money like, damn, I made it. I was laying tracks down in my college dorm. Super Bowl goals, I hope you keeping score. I'm at the garden, sitting by the floor. Sipping Ace of Spade, yeah, would you like a pour? I'm in a Lamborghini, riding around Gotham. I'm still shopping and niggas still robbing, get it? A lot of clowns in the game, dog, no joker. Life's a game, but it's not poker. And yo, I grew up in the hood, the snowman was the blow man, and the weatherman was not Al Roker, nigga. Take it back like it's DJ Clue. I put an M on your head, now you Majin Buu. And yo, I treat you like my sons. All these niggas Gohan, I'm a barbarian. Swords like Conan, numbers on the board, push it with the call. In a room full of giants, I always stand tall. Rest in peace to Madden. Either way, I ball and I broke my controller. I ain't playing with y'all niggas. Yatzee.
Yo, now is the show.
Narcotics on the beat.
Ugoboy style. Yo,
U-Goboy.
on some Batman
Good
shit.
shit, brother.
Let's get it.
Batman and Robin. Me and my son were Batman and Robin last year. I
Yes,
was
sir.
Robin, he was Batman. That shit looks hilarious. It looks hilarious.
Yo, man, I got a couple bars.
Nah,
man.
it was a track
Couple
filled with, you know, little punchlines in there.
Punchlines. I'm a big fan of comics and video games, so I love all the references that you got. Man, talk about that track a little. I know we mentioned it before, but let's get into it.
I mean, so when I do the bars, when I'm heavy with the bars on a track, I just want to showcase me, like things that I like. You know, I'm not. So I mean, it's one thing to just talk about what's going on or like what's relevant or whatever, but I think people are really gonna rock. Everybody loves comic books. Everybody loves wrestling. Everybody loves like different movie actors and characters and stuff like that. So, with Bruce Wayne money, first of all, who doesn't want Bruce Wayne money? Like, Lord have mercy, the guy's
Shit.
loaded.
Yeah, but that Bruce Wayne money comes with Bruce Wayne problems.
Comes with Bruce Wayne problems. Like that.
Word.
Like we been talking about this off camera. That line right there, that bar right there. I got Bruce Wayne problems, Clark Kent issues. Niggas blowing whistles, but they are not official. Like, cats were like, I remember in the studio, Heartthrob was just like, bro, that's how you feel. Like, that's how you feel. And actually, originally, I had stopped the song probably like around there, and so because it took me 2 days to record that song, so I finished like pretty much it was about a minute and a half. And then I sent the first cut to my brother, and me and Heartthrob listened to it the next day. And my brother texted me back. He's just like, "That's it. I feel cheated. Like, I need some more." And Heartthrob was just like, "Your brother's right."
It's like a freestyle.
Yeah.
There's no hook behind
There's no hook. It's all. So when I come back in with the I'm at the garden sitting by the floor sipping Ace of Spade. Yeah, would you like a pour? I'm in a Lamborghini riding around Gotham. I'm still shopping. Niggas still robbing. Get it? Like, so when I get back into it, that's me sleeping on it for a night and coming back with some more of that heat rock. So yeah, man. I mean, I just tried to showcase me. I love Batman. I love comics.
That's dope.
I love
That shows the
stuff.
recording process behind it, right?
Oh, absolutely.
But did you feel like? Do you feel like? So you recorded one piece of it and then you just added on to it?
Yeah. So that's hard to do. Like for me personally,
you can't tell the difference when you're hearing it.
No, you can't.
Because that's where the engineer comes in.
Absolutely. Like I felt like I said everything I needed to originally. But after listening and getting the feedback, there's only a handful of people like I even trust with that process of sending something unfinished to.
Yeah, no,
Is Eddie
an
Heartthrob,
engineer, man.
The engineer Eddie Heartthrop's there. He's helped. He's the director. So like I trust his ear to be like, nah, man. That's so many times I've started a verse and he'd be like, that's not the verse. That's actually the hook, bro.
Yeah,
that's happened a couple times.
That's one thing when it comes to recording. Like the engineer is the main head.
You gotta trust them or her.
He's the maestro.
He's the maestro.
Facts.
The maestro.
Maestro.
Facts.
He's the man with the wand. You know, the
big facts.
orchestrating the whole thing.
The whole thing.
And
So
you're putting everything on their hands. You know.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like, but I feel like when I came back and added more to it, it did need that. And it just took the song to another level. It actually absolutely did. So
it's a dope track.
I'm very pleased how it came out. I said everything I needed to say. You know what I mean? It speaks for itself.
Official, man. And it seems like you got the bars, so you display them properly. And talking about bars, our man Rupp over here, he's a bar specialist. He likes to break things down and do the open heart surgery. And you remember that game Operation?
Yeah.
You know, he still plays it to this day. You know, he got it in his trunk.
So he's House, like the show House.
So he's House,
Okay.
yeah, the smart dude.
I still do have the board game though.
So right before we get
That's
into that fucking amazing segment, I got an email from corporate. We got to pay some bills.
Oh,
Let's go. We got to do it. We got to run. Let's do it because we're kind of late on that one.
Yeah. We'll be right back
Gotta
with more.
bills.
This episode of the Hip Hop Advocate Show es presentado por McDonald's. McRib is back, y'all. Pero esta es su despedida. Like an artist who keeps retiring over and over, on the low for the record sales. No sabemos si en verdad se va para siempre. But it's time to celebrate this iconic sandwich. From its tangy barbecue sauce hasta sus pepinillos. No se olviden. Grab yourself a whole load of napkins to eat your last McRib. Whether it's to wipe your tears or esa salsita de barbecue. Enjoy every single bite like it's your last McRib ever. The McRib Farewell Tour is happening now at your local Mickey D's.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Dancing crew, trip for two, nail the final interview. Game with Doug, brand new mug. Come here, kid, give me a hug. The more you want to do, the more we want to do. Boosters designed for COVID-19 variants are now available. If you've had your primary series, schedule an updated COVID-19 booster appointment as soon as you're eligible. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
All right, fellas. We're back from the commercial break. You're up. I think it's time for you to break down them bars.
This is my favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
Favorite part of the day. This is where I spend my time, and I really go in, and I like to go in and I like to go in and look for bars, pick out what stood out to me,
Gems.
I'm hoping that the whole concept of the game is what bars are these? What song are these bars from?
I got you.
hold
So
on,
I actually write my stuff, so I'll know.
And before you start, just take it away.
This is bars with U-Goboy. What song is this from?
I got this.
Every single hater is an undercover lover. Would you rather be underrated or would you rather be undiscovered?
That's for the love of it.
Let's go.
He knows his shit. He knows his bars.
One of one. All right. You're starting off on the good foot right now.
All right. Next one goes. I am not religious, but I practice what I preach. Got my sunscreen and lotion because life is a beach. Life is such a beach.
I don't think he can.
Walked in the joint.
Ooh, damn. Okay.
Come on, man.
Yo, he knows.
Damn.
I know my bars. I wrote them.
Okay.
Come on, man.
The last one. This is gonna be an easy one because you just fucking rocked out with it. But it's a funny one, and I want to emphasize on what you just showed out.
Okay.
I'm undefeated, undisputed. Shawn Michaels, your girl, give me that sweet chin music.
Woo, that's what we like.
That shit sounds mad familiar. Deja vu.
Yo, word.
Penn State. That was inspired that bar.
That's that Penn State life.
Damn. Toga parties and all.
Yo, when you said that shit, when we saw you, because after we did our shit, you went right behind us.
Yeah.
And when you said that shit, I was like, oh shit, I started cracking up.
We went back to dap you up. Like, yo, all right.
Yeah.
Was laughing. It was
Nah,
funny.
Yo,
I
respect.
peeped
You
that.
gotta respect it.
But that's let people know. Obviously they already know. But,
I mean, it's Bruce Wayne money right there.
talking
yo,
that.
yeah,
And
man.
what
Yeah,
this
man.
provides and shows is the Nigerian champagne poppy writes his rhymes. He writes his lyrics. He's a writer.
Oh man,
I write my own lyrics now. Yes.
Not like Drake. Drake got a ghostwriter.
We do not ghostwrite. We do not do that. We don't do that. We don't.
Yo, but
We
things.
do not.
But I got a counter argument on that. Drake also writes people. Drake also writes for
Yeah, he
other
writes
people.
for other people.
Like Kanye,
Yeah,
like
give
mad
Aubrey,
motherfuckers.
give Aubrey his flowers. He does.
So does that
ghostwrite.
give him? So does that give him
That-
more leeway in your eyes? or
Does
no?
does that bring him back up?
He
Does
shook his
that
head.
bring him
He's
back
like,
up?
nah.
And
You just said Kanye. He writes for Kanye. Get the fuck out of here. Kanye.
other motherfuckers too.
Yeah, you know.
He's not the only person he
That's
writes
one
for,
thing
though.
that has
That's
gotten
just
to.
one.
Like Kanye now has been using writers.
Yeah.
He always been using writers.
No, not always.
Well, I'm saying is Drake.
Well,
Drake
not the
Rhyme
time, not the
Fest. I
Kanye
mean, Rhyme
top
Fest,
5
that's his
Kanye.
writer.
yeah, not
Not
old,
the top
not
5
old
Kanye.
The dude with the big teeth. Consequence.
Consequence.
Dude with the big teeth. Consequence. Yeah.
Shark bite.
He's been with overbite. He's been with him since the beginning.
Invisalign. All right,
With
cool.
Kanye,
Invisalign.
he's been with Kanye since
Oh
the
yeah,
beginning.
he's been with. He
Since
was
Dropout, College Dropout.
bro
all of
before that. Since Tribe
Yeah,
Called
he
Quest.
wasn't-
He was in
yeah.
Tribe Called Quest. He was the ultimate
No, but I'm
member.
just saying he's been writing for.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Kanye writing all that.
He's written
From
for.
the
He,
beginning, so he's been had writers.
he wrote for Beyonce. Consequence. He said shark bite.
Yo, man, listen.
my bad.
If
Shout out to Consequence.
that's such a tricky subject, man. Though that whole ghostwriting shit.
What you pondering, kid?
Damn,
I have
what?
and I have a
You seen
when you're done-
have you seen the Matt Hoffa one with Joel Ortiz and
Oh yeah.
and Joel and they were
that
talking
clip-
about artists that they've written for.
Yeah, that
and they
clip-
were like, yo,
that clip
people
was
that are
on
in your
there, I
top
remember
5. Just know that they can't disclose names.
Well, one thing I learned when I was signed, again, one to Redacted Records, the WCW Records, whatever you want to call ECW Records. A lot of these your favorite artists, they have writing parties. That's what they're called. So when it's album mode, they'll rent out a studio for X amount of weeks or X amount of months. They'll lock in. It's like 10, 15, 20 motherfuckers in there.
Yo,
and
them niggas invite us. We'll write a whole album in a night for them.
exactly. So
With hits.
So when you look on the credits for your favorite Jay-Z album, it's not all written by Sean Carter. Hate to break that to people. Or your favorite
Breaking
Nas
news.
album. Breaking news, your favorite Nas album. Just go to the Wikipedia page and look at your
that's
favorite
real,
Nas song,
man.
your favorite Jay-Z song or whatever, and look at the writing credits for like a solo record.
Yep.
It's like 5 or
Nah,
10 cats on there.
even I was looking at the Slim Shady EP.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he had 3-4 writers
A
on there.
bunch. His boy
Yeah.
Proof, rest in peace to Proof. His boy Proof wrote a lot of your favorite Marshall Mathers bops.
Royce the
His boy-
5'9",
Yo,
Royce
one
the
of you,
5'9", his
right?
dude Mr. Porter, who he was in D12, now he's his hype man. He's been ghostwriting for a lot of Slim Shady. So like the whole ghostwriter thing again when you
Is
do
that a
it,
conspiracy theory in your mind? Because when people
It's
like, yo,
it's an overrated subject.
agreed.
It's
That
a
part.
well overrated
That part,
subject.
that part.
Because
I
we
don't
do
think
it all
so.
the time. We do it all the time with us when we vibing like,
Facts.
and when we come to our final conclusion, we always help each other. We're like, yo,
Facts.
That's
take
not
this word
ghostwriting.
out.
What the hell?
But that's what comes.
that's
That's where
the-
these
but the-
writing credits
part of
come
it-
the
from.
process.
Hell no.
Yes,
That's the
bro.
process.
That's where the writing credits
I'm
are
sorry.
coming from.
When you were there with Kanye, explain to us how was the process, please. When you were there with Kanye, come on.
Listen,
Yo,
it's
yo, you
there's a
think
rift
our
between
sessions any
co-hosts.
different than
Yes,
those?
exactly.
Hell yeah. Listen.
This is how Rockefeller Records broke up.
A Kanye West right now
Nah,
doesn't
nah.
have the time to sit down and write a whole song, right? So he has his writers. He has high side. What is it? High side the Prince.
They're more
Side
vibes than they are
well, they're not on
writers.
speaking terms anymore. So they
Yeah,
were.
He was
man.
writing all his shit.
and he has Shark Bite.
No.
Leave Consequence alone.
Side the Prince is nasty. He drops his own shit. He
But
doesn't have ghostwriters.
He's been writing. Yeah, true.
He
true.
doesn't have ghostwriters.
True. No,
But
no.
he ghostwrites
He
for
writes for other people.
he
Yeah.
writes for other
But,
people.
but again, hear me out. For full feature length albums, an LP, 14 plus tracks or whatever, I'm telling you, because I've seen it with my own eyes. Your favorite artists, they are having writing parties. You want proof? Remember that album Jay-Z dropped, Magna Carta, where he like it was available
Fire album.
on the Samsung. He went platinum in a couple hours
Yeah,
because
that shit
if
was a
you
fire
had a
album.
Samsung phone, you got the album. He's
Right.
platinum in 48 hours, 24 hours, however
That's
long.
a cheat code.
Cheat code, but
That's marketing.
he
right?
locked exactly. That it was smart. Jay-Z is Jay-Z. Come on,
Fucking
he
genius.
locked in and he had writing parties. He was there with Rick Rubin and Nas and Justin Timberlake and whoever and wherever, Rick Ross, and they were just locked in with these writing parties to get this album off. You think that Jay-Z just hears the beat 14 to 16 times and then just walks in the booth 14 to 16 times and then one takes it 14 to 16 times and the album's done? That's not how this is done.
That's what they want us.
That's
to
what they
believe.
want us to do. That's what they want us to believe.
Yeah, that's the.
But that's
See,
not
but now-
what happens.
Now we're taking it. Now we're talking about now and what the business has turned the music into.
That's a whole
but-
different conversation.
But
If
who's
we
right
talking about
between you and him?
hip-hop,
Who's
if we
right?
talking
Who's
about-
wrong? I want to know right now.
If we're talking about hip hop,
Okay.
if we're talking about hip hop, the essence, you're an MC, not a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
If you consider yourself a rapper, go ahead, get your ghostwriters and all that shit. Go ahead, go to town with ghostwriters.
So you're gonna take away from
From what?
from these greats
What greats?
having
You haven't mentioned any
having
greats.
having
What greats
having,
have you
having
mentioned?
writing
Drake,
parties,
Aubrey.
having
You
writing
haven't mentioned any
parties.
greats.
Aubrey's not a.
He's not hip hop.
Oh boy.
You gonna tell me my man for the album of the week had a writing party?
No.
And
I'm
he
pretty
write
sure whoever you have-
every verse on this.
The blasphemy.
Whoever you have for album of the week didn't have a ghostwriter. I'm pretty sure right now.
Yo, it's getting.
No, he definitely didn't.
And that's why he's the album of the week.
Mm.
Because it's some hard shit.
Yeah, it's dope.
Your favorite rapper
got me
has had
curious.
writing parties. Wait,
Movies.
can we disagree?
Yeah.
Your favorite rapper has had writing parties.
I highly doubt Raekwon had a fucking writer say, "Yo, write cream."
No,
for me.
I'm
Write
not
his
saying.
cream
No,
verse."
You're
You're going back in time.
You're
That's
mixing
a different time.
No, you're
Yeah, that was a
mixing.
different time.
You're mixing like a ghostwriter or a lazy artist who doesn't feel like writing. You're mixing that with the collaborative process of music. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm saying. Raekwon, come on, it's the Wu-Tang Clan. You don't think? First of all, it's like 50 niggas in there. You don't think that they're in studio?
I was just watching a video yesterday of when they were recording Cream, like the actual footage when Raekwon was in the booth, and there was two niggas with him in the booth.
Come on, man.
Wow.
When they was
That's
just-
what you
when-
talking about.
I
That's what
didn't
you
say-
talking
No,
about.
not
That's
Ghostwriting. When he was just rhyming his shit, and it was just niggas with him in the booth.
It was getting into that. That's what I'm saying.
That's not
You're-
ghostwriting.
Yeah, no, it's not ghostwriting.
That's not
What is
ghostwriting.
that? What is that?
That's
People in the studio
the
creating.
collaborative. That's the
That's
collaborative.
creating.
That's
But
collaboration.
there was other
That's
people in the
creative.
studio
Collaboration.
too. Like it was
That
mad
doesn't
heavy.
matter.
That doesn't
But
matter.
that's
That's
the
not
con-
ghostwriting.
part of
That's
it.
the sort of the
That's the
concept
process.
of the whole.
What y'all talking about is Drake got an album coming up, and someone's sending him a whole fucking reference track. Now that's ghostwriting.
That's
What
ghostwriting.
was the guy's
for
name?
real.
What was the guy's name? That was
Quentin Miller. Quentin Miller.
Tarantino. Quentin Miller. Kill Bill. Yeah. All right. Yo, this is a crazy topic. We're not going to fucking go through it. So, Erupt, what's your album of the week, brother?
What you got?
And
What you
just real
got?
quick, if people don't know, my man Erupt, he has every week he chooses an album, so y'all to listen.
What is it?
whether
The
old or new.
connoisseur? What is it?
He's
Connoisseur.
He's an album connoisseur.
Yeah.
Yo, it's Payne. RJ Payne, man. You know RJ Payne? Have you heard of RJ Payne?
I have not.
You got to get on him, man.
Where's he from?
He's he's born in Brooklyn, raised in Philly. I think raised in Philly, you know, with some time in Long Island. He's all over the place, but he's New York bred, Philly raised.
He sound New York.
But he's raw dude, and he just put out an album that really like captured me. I was just listening. I think he dropped it last Friday.
Erupt, he has a song with Method Man that I think I was in it, right?
Yeah,
that video.
That was I don't remember.
That video?
That was I think that was from a previous project. This project though, I think it dropped last week. It was it's called My Life Is a Movie. RJ Payne.
I like that.
And the crazy shit about the album is it's pretty much like he's descripting him going from like it's just a drive through New York City, through all the boroughs, and even Long Island. He went out to Long Island, but like the whole album is like a fucking movie. He had a previous project before that was like based around the whole damn, what the fuck was that Nino Brown movie?
Oh, New Jack City?
Was it New Jack City?
Yeah.
It was New Jack. But was it New Jack? But was that the last project that he was? Yeah, it was like New Jack City.
Okay.
It was sort of like that. But his whole the Carter. But like
That's New Jack City. That's
New Jack. But like he has such a fucking like a director's mentality when he's writing.
Director's cut, right?
Yeah, like the way he writes is like really he's writing a fucking film.
Do his videos match that energy? Like when you watch his music videos?
Yeah, no, you
question.
can see it, you can feel it.
Okay.
You can see it, you can feel it. But you can tell. He still hasn't gotten that deep into like really putting that budget behind it. Like,
Okay.
you know
Okay.
what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he's still waiting
yeah,
for that. But
yeah.
it's there. Like the potential is there to make a fucking movie off the album.
Okay.
Like he's talking like you going the first track. I mean, he has an intro to it, and then the first track. I mean, just the album list is NYC all the way through. Central Park Vibe, Time Hotel. That's the next track, and then Little Italy, and then he goes to Brooklyn. Like it's just like watching it's like listening to a movie. Like that shit
like
blew
that
my
kind of
mind when I
movie.
was
I
hearing
like
this
that.
shit
I like
last
that. I like
weekend.
that.
I just
Sounds enjoyable.
zoned the fuck out. Yeah, no, he's definitely RJ Payne is on some other shit, man.
He's a beast.
He's different.
Eric Sermon was fucking with him too. I'm pretty sure Eric Sermon.
Yeah, and
produced a few
this
beats.
project was just produced by Stu Bangers. All the beats are Stu Bangers.
Stu Bangers? Damn,
All the
Stu
beats,
Bangers is
and
nice.
then in between he has some skits that he has DJ Doo-Wop telling some stories behind. In between, like some of the tracks,
Kind of
and
narrating?
narrating. And on one of the skits, he's telling a story about how Takeover came about from another end, you know, like an outside.
What takeover?
The Jay-Z.
Takeover Jay-Z.
Oh, okay.
And talking about not the Nas part, but talking about the Prodigy part.
Twinkle Toes.
Okay.
Yeah, like talking about how bring that Takeover. No, bring some shit that Prodigy said on a Mobb Deep track, and then that's where like 2 days later he's telling the story on one of the skits, and he's telling the story how 2 days later that's when Takeover dropped, and he's talking about Prodigy on it. You know, it was dope. Like it's just like real descriptive. It's like a fucking movie. Like it really blew my fucking mind just listening to it. Like just the whole storyline, like track to track. 13 tracks, and it's like he's going from the city, he's going from the west side of Central Park, he's going to Brooklyn, and he's jumping to Queens, and then he jumps on the LIE. Like one of the tracks is called Long Island Expressway, and he's talking about Long Island.
That's the mark of a good album. It's like a
Yeah,
book.
yeah, no,
like
it's
a book.
crazy.
It's like a book.
It's
Yeah.
definitely like RJ Payne is, you know, he's one of the dudes that's been around, and now he's really getting his name known out there in the scene. But he's always been nice. Always been fucking.
He was fucking with Benny the Butcher at one point.
Yeah.
He was
Butcher
gonna-
coming.
Yeah, he was gonna sign to BMF.
Nice.
Was it what is it?
They're
Griselda?
Not BMF. There was
they're a couple names. I know Black Soprano Family is one of
Black
them.
Yeah,
Soprano.
Black Soprano
Yeah,
Family
yeah.
is another one.
BS. I don't
Yeah.
know.
They got the other dude, Rome Streets. Yo, Rome.
Rome Streets is nice.
Yo, he's nasty. That nigga's nasty. He's
Stove,
dope. I love that shit.
Stove Guard too.
Stove God. Brr. He'll take it back.
You know, and that girl.
Niggas is characters, yo. I love that
We were
shit.
talking about the shorty, Armani Caesar, last week.
Mm.
She dropped her album.
Yup.
She got a joint with Kodak Black, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, that track is dope. I just heard it today for the first time.
So you know, RJ Payne is a dude that
He
doesn't
come
use
from
fucking
that.
ghost riders.
He has writing parties though.
Just what we
Ain't
talking
got
about.
facts.
No Caspers?
He might have orgies. Huh?
No Caspers.
No
No Caspers.
That shit is tricky. If you want to
But
be an
that's-
MC, that whole ghostwriting shit is not. You know, it doesn't. You can't be an MC. You can't be considered one of the greats.
But that's one thing that's lost is art. It's that art of a full album.
True.
An album like being so complete, like so cinematic.
Yeah,
You know, it's crazy.
I agree with you too.
Beyonce.
And that's what I like
remember
about-
Beyonce even said this recently. This was a couple years ago. She had mentioned that people don't really understand albums anymore. First of all, artists don't make them anymore.
Yeah,
It's just singles.
really.
And number two, because everything is so immediate, like Drake's album will drop, and then there's like a billion reviews of them or reaction videos to them on YouTube. I'm just like, the album dropped 30 minutes ago. How did you consume 24 tracks like that or whatnot? No, you wanted
Yep.
to be the first person to make
get it out.
exactly to make a TikTok so the algorithm rewards you and gives you the views.
Yo,
It's
you-
not the same. It's
Yeah,
not.
I just brought up something that might be a little too real for TV.
Uh-oh.
It's your show.
But you ever seen and I know you've seen it too, but you ever seen those people that follow you and just to get your attention, they'll bam 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 like everything. Just to take over your whole notification stream. But without watching what it's like, yo, everything is within 24 minutes. Like, just know that if you ain't consuming it, don't try to get somebody's attention that way.
You mean like spamming?
That's like some
or-
spam shit. Yeah,
true.
No, and there's people that do that, like bam, 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 bam.
Corny
They'll like
motherfuckers.
everything in your whole fucking thing, like to get your attention. It's like, yo, all right,
But
everything.
even when we started the podcast, they would do that to get our attention. So we're like, oh shit, let's get them on or whatever.
But now we're on to them.
Of course.
True.
Of course. No, I will see that shit from the get. I'm like, hey, corny mother.
Yo, if you're gonna consume for real. If not, go the fuck over there, because We don't need that shit.
We don't need it. And
We don't need them bots. We don't need it.
No,
we
no
don't need no
bots.
promo help.
We don't need no fucking
for
cover
promo.
art. We don't need no cover art.
That fake ass DM me for promo shit. Fuck out of here.
Cover art. Yo, you need cover art? What the fuck?
Nah. I respect them because some of those people are really like, they're real artists.
Some of them are good.
Those artists, some of those are real artists.
Some of them.
Some
Not
of them
all
are
of
real
them.
artists.
Not
But
all
that
of
whole
them.
DM me for promo shit already,
Oh no, that's
we
different.
on the game.
I
Like,
can't front. I almost got the other day.
No, you gotta.
I almost got the other day.
$150 for radio.
For some
radio
bullshit
airplay.
publication shit.
I've
But,
seen
Ruff,
enough bullshit in my life to
But
spot that shit.
to end your segment, that was a great album of the week.
Great album.
It's Pain, baby.
We need to check that out. Everybody got to check that out.
RJ
Even I
Payne.
got to check that out.
Yeah, it's a
RJ,
beautiful
that shit's a great.
beautiful-
You're gonna like it. You definitely gonna
beautiful
love it.
album.
So before we conclude the episode, anybody got anything on their chest they want to say? Anything going on? Anything you got coming up? You want to tell the people about? Gonna body slam somebody on the fucking tarmac?
Oof.
All right. Whoa,
I'm gonna plug you with my cousin.
you know something, brother. The best there is, the best there was, best there will be. Tippin' is on the way. I mean, the song is out. It's streaming on all digital platforms.
When you having your writing party?
Tippin'.
My writing party.
This nigga came with.
I'll bring your favorite rapper.
Make sure we there. Make sure you invite us.
I'll bring the hip hop advocates. Your favorite rapper will be at the next writing party.
I know Drake's gonna be.
Drake it's at his house, of course. Like,
Shit.
or one of his houses.
Oh man.
Oh
They
man.
threw me off.
Oh man, nah, it's all good. Tippin', the video is dropping. Probably gonna drop in November for sure.
Produced by who?
Produced by A1 Vision,
Get it.
shot by A1 Vision, behind the scenes shots by I Might Snap. Goats, just tons of goats left and right. We shot
Big
that in
shit.
Jersey. That is such a Jersey record, bro. I blended Houston, Texas, UGK, Chopped and Screwed.
What?
I blended that with Jersey.
That's
Wow,
ill.
I can't
So
wait
that's
to
the,
see
that's
that,
the,
man.
That's the song right there. I was gonna perform it, but I knew you guys wanted Bruce Wayne money, so you know what I mean. It's all good. It's all
Man,
good. It's streaming on all digital platforms. Tippin'. Go get
My
that.
man blended UGK with Redman.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Sounds hard.
yeah, it is hard.
If they
Trust
had a
me.
baby, Tippin' came out.
They did.
From
They
the
did.
tip. Hey, yo.
Kept her off the pole. That's all.
No doubt. But you know what I'm saying? Yo, beautiful episode. Beautiful topics we covered.
Yo, some
A
of
lot
them were
arguments.
Some of them were crazy.
Debates, healthy
Debates.
debate,
Healthy debate.
healthy
debates.
discourse.
My man was screaming in my ear like
He was, yeah. You got on
got
your
passionate.
Kanye. He got on his
Yeah,
yay.
I love it though.
He got on his yay. He got on his yay right there.
Yeah. He was trying to prove a point, but he can't. He ain't come across. He ain't convey it well.
It's all good. It's all
You know what I'm
delivery.
saying? But-
It's all delivery.
What can I do?
So you go boy 88, right? On everything.
Yeah.
U-Goboy 88 on all
88
digital
was a great
platforms.
year.
It was a beautiful year.
The Dope Boys, the scene.
That was a
the
great
real
year for hip hop.
Yes.
That was
The
when
hip
hip
hop was
hop.
transitioning to some
Yeah, that's
lyrical
when
shit.
hip hop
Yes,
really
yes,
took off.
yes.
No ghostwriters or writing parties.
No, none of that. Coming to America came out in 88.
Wow.
I was born in 88. Come on, man.
And
88.
people still spending money from 88.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Big facts. Like 80. Come on. It's one of my
Damn.
favorite numbers. So,
And you
but
can
yeah.
catch us on the Hip Hop Advocates on everything. Check out our TikTok. My man E's gonna be dropping some new dances next week.
I don't know about all that.
You getting sturdy? You getting sturdy?
Definitely.
You know how to do the sturdy? You gotta get down and
You
shit.
get sturdy?
I might do the stanky leg or something. Let's do
bringing
the
that back?
Let's bring it back to stanky
Oh,
leg.
wow. That's crazy.
Word up. Yo, till next time, baby. Yo, we gonna catch us on Ugoboy Podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow, once again for the shirts. Tu sabes, de lo mío, encendido.
Yeah, money. Ain't that funny? I got haters. Yeah, they watching, but I know they love me. Money. Ain't that funny? I got haters. Yeah, they watching, but I know they love me. Riding around the city, plastic cup of C-Rock. Bigger and I'm blacker. I am on that Chris Rock. I got enemies, I got frenemies. Don't be shy, girl, keep that same energy. Tippin'. Racks on the beat, stacks on the beat, Billie Jean, I dance on the beat, flew it in like I play for the Heat, give it back, she belonged to the streets, Bentley truck with a bucket seats, interior on KFC, already know you ain't a real one, I can tell exactly by the company you keep, 100 grand up front, I ain't talking about the candy bar, that Lambo ain't fast enough, so I went and bought myself another car, for the money she get real rude, had to put her in a double R, got a side chick in Texas, she skate to me like a Dow star, girls love me like Usher, these are my confessions, used to pray for them dollars, now I'm throwing up blessings. Every night a movie, I be going viral. Throw it up like Brady, you can see the spiral. Tippin', 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 tippin'.